Hello you all, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and as well a Leo Rising weekly general tarot reading February 15th up until February 21st, 2021. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, you can check out the description down below. And there you're going to find a link to my website where you can view my services, including personal readings and as well tarot classes that you can purchase as well. So with that being set aside, let's move to the reading straight away. And the first card that you do, Leo have, oh God, it is the Page of Swords. It's a little bit darker theme of the card, so I'm gonna hold it like that. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so it is the Page of Swords. Moving next, we do have the Strength card, followed by the Five of Cups. Afterwards, what we do have, that is to be the Four of Cups, like that. And the last one, guys, that you do got for the end of the week, that is to be the Five of Pentacles. So these five cards. And right off the bat here at the start of the week, just hold on a second so I don't mess around with the camera settings while I'm explaining. So right off the back at the start of the week, it does look like that you will have to deal and tackle with this individual here, which we do have the Page of Swords. And one other star sign as well had that card thus far that I'm into the into the weekly readings. But the Page of Swords, these people, they do have their, say, unique and own opinion, their unique and own points of view. And for that reason, it is highly unlikely that you will be able to get in the same page with the Page of Swords. Again, that could be someone that you already know, or it could be somebody that is just stepping in for you. Just to give you a couple of examples, you know, that could be your child that is very insubordinate. They see the world in one light. You see them in the other, as a concerned parent. You think that you do know, and not just only you think, but you do know what is better for them, which is contrary to what they want. And there is no getting on the same page here. It could be the new assigned co-worker that thinks that they are almighty. They think that their idea is the best idea out there, and there is no getting on the same page here with the Page of Swords. So what that creates for you, Leo, it is a one source, one well, if you will, of a constant wrangles and as well arguments that there is no winner whatsoever. Neither you will be able to convince this one into your point of view and as well into your vision, if you will, nor they will be able to convince you in their vision and in their, how can I say, into their points of view. So what could be extracted out of that? Well, aside from that the page is very insubordinate when it comes to following someone's goal, if you will, or they do not subordinate with a foreign or alienated idea, they could be quite brilliant with finding a way to resolve issues. And for that reason, throughout the week, should you kind of like stumble upon quite of a huge predicament, you shouldn't be surprised if the resolution comes exactly from this person that's quite of an original way of thinking, quite of a brilliant, how can I say, expression of the mind. And right after the interaction with this Page of Swords, we do have the Strength card for you, and that will be the exact, how can I say, status here that I have explained at the start, where neither you can convince the page, neither the page can convince you. And so here you are reaching to the realization that you should stop explaining yourself whatsoever. You do have your goal, you do have what things in mind, okay, that you are to push through the week, with or without the contribution or the help of the Page of Swords. Now, without their help, though, these goals, if you will, I mean, those agendas that you do have that you need to push forward here with these Strength cards, they will be a little bit more precipitous than beforehand. What I mean is that it will be quite, not quite, but more difficult, let's say, to accomplish them or to complete them, to fulfill them without the help of the Page of Swords, which is going to be almost straight away impossible to how can I say, to attract or to acquire. Some of you will be able to. And how that could happen, it is that despite the differences, you know, you do find a way how you can work together. But the strength also points that the more difficult the task ahead is, the more, not tenacious, but what is the word, enthusiastic you are going to become. So the more difficult it is, the more determined you are to be in order to accomplish the goal, to fix, for example, your relationship, or to improve your career status, or to improve your relationship status as well. Now, this begs the question, what if the Page of Swords, it is actually somebody that you do have a romantic interest with? Okay, well, with these two cards, should that be the case for you, Leo, it seems that you can get that person through a challenge. What I mean here, it is that the tougher or the more the person plays hard to get, the more, the word is not aggressive, the word is more enthusiastic you should become in order to get there, and or in order to attract them into your domain. And the more you show a backbone that you don't have to explain themselves constantly, the more interesting you become to the Page of Swords, as they see that you can also withstand your points of view, and ultimately, at the end, you both may not agree to each other's point of view, but you will learn to respect it. And right after that status, we do have the Five of Cups. Now, Five of Cups here leads to the overview, if I may say it that way. Not everything is perfect in this world. Now, we do have two cards that are describing this, Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Now, the main difference in between these two cards, it is that with the Five of Cups, things are not went that far that they are beyond repair. While with the Eight of Cups, it is almost over. You can't do much about it, and you just have to, you know, kind of like admit your failure, let's say, or what is the word? Being admissive to the situation and just move on. While here, it all comes to that, can you recognize that the disappointments you do have with this individual Page of Swords are just a temporary disappointments rather than permanent one, and whatever, you know, time you have lost here in between you and the Page of Swords in pointless wrangles and arguments and etc., it is just a partial loss, and you can actually do recover from the situation and find a common point, a common ground, and etc. Now, this card here, it is a sign that you can get to the page emotionally should you not give up on the idea. For with the Five of Cups, you should not abandon your original goal. You should not deviate from the path that you have consciously chosen, which in this case, if the page is somebody new in your life, that it is to appear right at the start of the week, it will be a choice made for you. So the universe made a choice to side you with this individual. But if we do follow the narrative here, as it is your child, now while the child is insubordinate, the more you passionate become for the child to adopt certain code of conduct which is of yours. The Five of Cups, it's a clear indication that should you be passionate enough about it, and should you do not give up on it, but just keep up with the path that you have chosen consciously, you're eventually gonna get through. And right after this realization, you know, the things aren't perfect, they never are, and sometimes you just have to swallow certain disappointments, certain losses, but that should not be a prerequisite for you to give up on your idea to work with this individual, or to shape that individual into a certain narrative. We do have the Four of Cups for you, Leo, and with this card, that is where the you are getting through. Now, what do I mean with the Four of Cups? It is that you are reaching certain milestone with this Page of Swords. A milestone that it is satisfiable enough for you to say, you know, okay, so we have that progress, and that progress is quite enough for me. It's satisfying, so we can sit on it for quite a while now. Now, while this isn't an option available for you to stuck with this Page of Swords into that state, for example, a state of dating, for example, a state of you know, just a partial interaction at work, for example, a state with your child where there is a compromise as well. The Four of Cups, it is a card pointing that there could go, the things could go even further than that, in a sense of that you can get a bigger improvement. That is because the Four of Cups, it is a card showing that while you do have what to enjoy with, in a sense of, you know, fruits of your labor, these fruits can be further extended here. Now, in this version of the cards, that it is not displayed very well, but if you do observe here next to the woman, okay, that it is, how can I say, staring into those three cups beneath her, you can see that there is a fourth cup which is offered to her, and the woman currently is ignorant for that cup. So in order to get this new enterprise, in order to get this new option available to improve relation here with the Page of Swords, you need to resort to your intellectual abilities rather than to your emotional status, meaning that any decision or any reaction to the Page of Swords that is reaction out of emotions, it is the wrong, how can I say, the wrong approach toward the Page of Swords at all. So that being said, if the Page of Swords, for example, it's a suitor, you want to dive even deeper into communication and into relationship, they tell you something you don't like and you act emotionally on it, that is going to purely repulse the individual even further from you. But instead, you need to show intellectual agility here, and even if you do not accept their point of view, at least show that you do respect that they have an individual and unique way of thinking. And at the end here of the week for you, Leo, we do have the Five of Pentacles, and you may think right now, you know, well, what is the reason why the universe is kind of like stuffing this person into my face, since there is no comparison, there is no compatibility, we may never be able to work the things around. And by the end of the week here, you both are going to face a similar predicament. Not similar, but all of the same predicament with the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, it is where two or more individuals are tackling, in this particular case, with the same issue, and pretty much they all have their own means to put onto the table. So by your own accord, you won't be able to tackle with the issue, nor the Page of Swords will be able to tackle with the issue on their own accord. But together, you can overcome the predicament, you can overcome the problem. And the Five of Pentacles, it is a card showing that the problem is going to make you feel very unstable, in a sense of that you may feel unstable about your money. You may feel unstable about the place into your career or your job. You may feel unstable in terms of relationship as well. Okay, you may feel unstable in terms of friendship, unstable in a sense, threatened, insecure, that you will be able to stick into this work for much longer, that you may feel that your relationship is slipping through your fingers and you soon are going to be left stranded. Okay, that your friends are, you may start feeling that your friends are trying to stab you in the back as well. And that will be the same issue with the Page of Swords also. So for example, if that is in your relationship and you are in a relationship with the Page of Swords right now, you both are going to feel like you both are going to leave each other stranded. So it is the same issue that you are facing, but seen from a different perspective from each one of you. And should you respect each other and having the strength, if if you will, or the awareness to share what is bothering you. Together you are going to overcome the problem. So it's all one of a preparation, very cunning plan of the universe for you, Leo, that you do have throughout the week. You just need to, how can I say, trust your instincts that this person has a vital role in your life, and that role is to be uncovered at the end of the week. So that being said, guys, this was your weekly general tarot reading, February 15th to February 21st, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we shall see each other next time. Until then, bye.